What is up, my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new review. And tonight I'm here to review Doom Patrol, Danny Patrol. Y'all know what time it is. It's time
3,
for
2, 1.
Oh my god, I almost forgot the name of the episode. So yes, I'm catching up on my Doom Patrol. I am 2 episodes behind now. After watching this, I got a chance to watch Danny Patrol earlier today. And so here is my review of the episode. So I enjoyed this episode. I really, really did. I'm enjoying Doom Patrol. It's such a weird show. It's weird. Like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like, oh my god, you know, Doom Patrol, new Doom Patrol, gotta, you know what I mean? It's like I'm catching it as I get time to catch it, but I am enjoying it though. But what are you guys thinking of the show? Let me know in the comments. As always, can't wait to discuss with you. So it opened up to a man. The episode started off, opened up to a man in a town. The town is talking to him, and we later find out that it's a street, and he gets sucked up with the town, and the town disappears. He's part of some military group, and you know, they lose him. They're after this town, and we cut to like the mansion. I thought that he was in, you know, the town that the Doom Patrol is in, and that's where he was going, but no. So we see everyone at the mansion. Jane calls, but it's one of her personalities. The strongest personality that she has, Karen. And Karen is like, I want Rita to come. Me and Doug are back together. Apparently Karen has some type of love spell. She just like zaps you with her eyes, and you just fall in love with her. You're happy, and you go along with whatever she wants you to go along with. And she's living in some like rom-com, Rita said. So her Rita and Cliff go after her, and Larry and Cyborg go after this town, which is actually a street that sent them a message asking for Niles. So they go to investigate that. So we come to find out with Cyborg and Larry's story, because you know they've separated. That's what they do. Like, this team's over here and this team's over here. Like, 2 separate teams kind of almost sort of working towards the same goal. So yes, we see Cyborg and Larry going with the street. The man from the very beginning, who was a soldier from the secret organization that also, by the way, captured Larry and figured out Larry has a thing inside of him through torture, is now a drag queen living his best life. And they cannot stop partying, otherwise the street, Danny will succumb and they'll get found by the secret organization, and then, you know, it's game over. And he always wants to be a drag queen or a woman, and that's how he sees his best self. We see Larry really dealing with his inner issues. We see him get to sing a song with this character. And the street is very weird. It's like it could communicate, it could just make letters appear. It's very like that old show. I don't know if you guys remember an old show on PBS called Ghost Rider. That's what that reminded me of so much. So Cyborg and Larry get into a fight because, you know, Larry doesn't want to help this town of misfits. And he's like, I can't keep trying to make you grow a spine. And of course, you know, Larry eventually decides to help them. They don't want to run anymore from this group. And they have like a little fight in the street with the main drag queen. And they win, of course. And Cyborg's asking Danny, the street, which is the street, for help finding Niles. He tells him Mr. Nobody has them. Once he says Mr. Nobody, the street is very scared, but he decides to give him like a comic book, I guess, of what happened or what he knows about Mr. Nobody and Niles. And then we see cut to Cliff and Rita trying to talk Jane's personality, Karen, out of marrying this person, because Hammerhead, she comes through a little bit to warn them, like, you know, she's the most powerful. It takes a lot for her to get control back and to put her back in her box. And it's just not going well. It's just not going well. She almost marries him, but then Cliff, you know, comes in. She tries to do her spell on Cliff, but, you know, Cliff is a robot, so the eye thing doesn't work. He's trying to drag her out of there. He knocks over Doug, the boyfriend, and it causes Hammerhead to gain control a little bit. She almost kills Doug, but then but Karen gets control again. But they're fighting. So we see in her mind, we see Karen like fall into the sunken place from Get Out a little bit, and she gets dragged through these train tracks. And then Jane is just like in a comatose state with her eyes open, staring at Cliff and Rita. So I guess they were all trying to fight for control, and she's just stuck, suspended in this state of like comatose. and that was the end of the episode. So I really, really, truly enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really good. It's one of my favorites so far. I don't know why, because the show is so weird, but I love Jane. Jane's my favorite character. How not only does she change personalities, but her entire look can change. Like, you know, she's a dark-haired girl, but when she changes into Karen, she has blonde hair, blonde eyebrows, makeup. It's so great. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how all of these stories connect to the main plot of stopping the villain, Mr. Nobody, and getting Niles back. I feel like they go off track a little bit with these episodes, but I'm sure it's going to come together. I just don't know how. I just can't see it. I can't predict it. But I really did enjoy this episode. I would definitely give this episode like an 8 out of 10, a very high 8 or 9 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy this episode, but I don't understand how it's going towards the plot. I mean, it's like they're all helping these people that knew Niles, but they didn't know anything about it to, I guess, get to the greater good, I guess. I'm sure it's going to all come together. It's just a little bit confusing on that front for me, so that's why I'm giving it like an 8.5 out of 10. But what did you guys think? I can't wait to discuss with you as always. Until next time, I'm out of here. Big Girl Geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.